Well, welcome back, everyone. It's lights, camera, action to make our world your runway. You know, this is the weekly show that interviews the most fascinating individuals from the world of modeling, fashion, beauty, business, and even the entertainment industry. And we have another surprise guest for you today. But before we do that, we want to thank the sponsors that make this show so possible every week. And that's Lasky Architect, Luxe Salon, Margaritaville at Sea, 100 Successful Women in Business, the Transmedia Group, the Global Trade Chamber, Bangladesh American Chamber of Commerce, Vida Designs, and SB Fashion Direct. So thank you, sponsors, for making the show so possible. And then, of course, our show today is going back and is related to the pageant, so we do want to thank our pageant sponsors as well. Now, the international pageant was Miss International World. Our coordinator was Susmita Patel. Okay, and pageant coordination and choreography was also done by SB Fashion Direct. The graphics was done by Susmita Patel and Sandhya Santanathan. Our international photographer was Carlos Abizo. Our designs of swimwear and gowns was provided by Vida Designs, Tina Veda, absolutely stunning. Website store, New York City, did all our videography. Hair and makeup was Rebecca Major, along with the Luxe Salon. And of course, our main sponsor was the Bangladesh American Chamber of Commerce. So thank you so much to all the sponsors that contributed to our successful event for the Miss International World Pageant. And as always, we do want to tell everyone to subscribe to the Global Trade Chamber YouTube channel so that you can see all the shows from Make Our World Your Runway and, of course, success stories. And as always, I highly recommend that you tune into Success Stories because this show features the most amazing women in the world of business and community service. From humble beginnings to successful entrepreneurs, these women will totally inspire you. And as always, get ready for some exciting conferences, speakers, and awards as 100 Successful Women in Business and the Global Trade Chamber will be coming to a city near you. Remember to check the website at www.100swb.com for all the information and shows. We got a tremendous lineup for 2025. I know we are starting in April with a fantastic international show. Going to be speakers, celebrities, guest appearances, and as always, yours truly from Make Our World Your Runway will be there to take you live with all the action. So remember to go to the website at www.100swb.com for all the information. And now, ladies and gentlemen, lights, camera, action, we are on to our show. And today our guest is none other than the amazing, the fabulous Miss International World, direct from the Bahamas, Alexandria Pinder. So welcome, Alexandria, to Make Our World Your Runway.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, believe me, anytime, okay? All you have to do is just send me a note and say, hey, I'm coming back on today. No problem.
Appreciate it.
That's all right, man. Over here like seeing you anyway, so he's smiling.
Hello.
Yeah, he loves it, so no problem at all. But anyway, I tell you, you are, and I love it. You're blowing up my Instagram. I love it. There are more and more people asking me about you. Your pictures, your videos are absolutely stunning, amazing. And I have to tell you, from me to everyone, we are so honored to have you in this type.
Thank you so much. I'm so honored to be here. And I actually love the whole idea of the pictures and videos being seen, being heard. Just sending out a message showing my beauty and brains.
Yeah, I mean, no matter what you do, I said, you know, I was telling my husband last night, I said, Al, I said, you got to win the lottery. And he's looking at me, goes, you got a new car. What do you need me to win the lottery for? I said, you got to buy one of these homes that's got like 8, 9 bedrooms. I said, because I'm going to move Alexandria in. And he said to me, I knew you were coming up with something. So I said to him, I said, I got to move all my girls in. I said, I said, so, you know what? He laughed, and I made him go out and buy a lottery ticket last night. I said to him, I said, you got to win that lottery for me. I said, because if you don't, I said, I know. So.
Yes, we need it.
Exactly, we need it. I told him, I said, I need a big house. I said, even one room for the cats too, you know. Oh yeah, I can't forget them. Peaches and Jada, no. They have to have their own little room, their own little space. I mean, they do now, but can you imagine a cat having their own room?
That's crazy. The fact that you're an animal lover, because I love dogs and cats. So.
Oh yeah, I'm telling you, I have 2 cats. The one sleeps with me, doesn't let me sleep all night long. And then my neighbor, who lives up on the 4th floor, this is a true story. He's got a little bulldog, and it's adorable. And I've kind of taken to the bulldog. And the one day it jumped in my car, wouldn't get out. So I said to the owner, I said, "Do you want to get in the car? Because he's not going to get out." So I had to go to the post office. I said, "Well, I guess everybody's going with me." Drove to the post office, had the window down. The dog is hanging out the window like this. Drove to the post office with me and came back.
Oh goodness, you have a lot of stories. I admire that about you.
Oh, I got stories on everything. I was just talking to my cousin yesterday about a telethon that we went to, and we went to audition, and we were talking about this guy that said he was a singer, and you're gonna laugh. He had a name called, his nickname was Too Sweet. We don't know where he got this nickname from, Too Sweet. And oh, he was gonna do this and he was gonna do that. And they didn't pick him to perform. And my cousin and I were laughing about that last night. And it's funny because he said the same thing. He said, "We have so many stories." And you're right about that. I've got a story for everything.
Yes, and I'm so happy this is a part of my success story, pageant queen.
Oh yes, absolutely. That is a success story. So, I see you're doing, I mean, you're doing a lot of great things, and I understand you have a couple of interviews today.
Yeah, so I will be having a lot of interviews. I had a few persons call me to write a few articles to be placed in the newspaper. And I feel like I'm doing my own little mini tour here in the Bahamas. So that's given me a head start for the big leagues.
Yes, for the big leagues. In fact, well, one of them, I know one of them that we're going to do, okay, we have as I told you, we have a very big international show coming up in April, okay, with the Chamber, 100 Successful Women in Business. I mean, we're going to have people from all around the world that are going to be coming in, besides the States. And you know, we do have in Pembroke Pines, we do have a Bahamas tourism board.
Oh, great.
Okay?
Oh, great.
Yeah. In fact, one of the girls there knows Tony very well. In fact, one of the other girls that worked there, I think she was a former Miss Bahamas. So I am going to be speaking to them next week and letting them know that we definitely want to get you in here. And oh my God, they'll do press. They'll really do a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll be able to get press and everything. So, you know, and then we've got a couple of other things that we're lining up, okay, that I'm working on. Surprises, okay? So,
I love surprises. Good surprises.
yeah, you're like me. I just tell everybody, I love surprises, okay? So, you know, like I said, we're just working on a lot of different things, you know, and I'm still getting caught up, and we're still in the process of updating the website, so everything's coming into play, you know, and I'm just looking forward to working with you here and in the Bahamas and wherever we wind up.
Great.
So besides interviews, what else are you going to be doing there while you're in the Bahamas?
So I was going to tell you that with this crown, it actually gave me an opportunity to open doors for other individuals as well. So I would actually like to use my platform to motivate young ladies to walk on their own journey, to grow through their pain, and to find that answer they're looking for, to seek within themselves. So I'm going to start a program where I teach girls how to walk in heels. And we become like the sisterhood, and it can actually help the girls to start their pageant journey from early, and to give them the confidence and poise and elegance that they would need to enter these type of competitions. So that's me. I'm looking more towards the future. Right. And the fact that I actually grew through my testimony and my past pain. I feel like they'll have more confidence and faith in me and trust me to know that I've done it. I went through the fire. I walked through everything, and I'm living today to tell my story.
Yeah, it's true. It's living proof. In fact, what you're saying is very true because last week when I was working the international conference, FITSE, which comes every year in October to the Broward County Convention Center, and I met so many different people from around the world. In fact, I met two ladies that have a boutique in the Bahamas. When I'm showing them your picture, they said, "Oh my God," they said, "she's beautiful," and they knew who Tony was. So they were like, they said, "Oh, when she comes here, you got to bring it to our." They also have a boutique here as well, so they want you to go there. They said, "Oh, we have so many things that we could give her from the boutique and donate." So as a matter of fact, before you, I just had a woman, okay, who just opened up a boutique here in Boca, and she does something that's very unusual. She actually has tailors right at her store, that if you buy something, you can get tailored immediately. And I love her handbags, and all of her proceeds are going towards a children's group for mental health, which I thought was really wonderful. And I had told her about you last week, and she said, "Oh, when she's here, you have to bring her into the store." So everybody that I've spoken to about you definitely wants to meet you, wants to, just to, be part of what they're doing. And I love that platform that you're going to start, because it kind of gave me an idea with my show. I didn't realize how many people, because it goes out on all different social media programs, how well recognized it actually is. And when I was at the show last week, people kept coming up to me and saying, "I know you." And some people I knew who they were, others I didn't know. And I said, "Well, where have you seen me?" And they were pointing to my banner behind me. They said, "Right there." I said, "Oh, wow." So it gave me an idea at some of these events to actually speak and teach people to really have their own show so they can get the word out about their business. And I think you inspired me on that one.
Well, I'm so honored to know that I inspired you. We learn every day.
Exactly, we do. We learn every day. And, I always say, and you probably have heard me say this on stage, and I probably say it every day of my life. I never forget where I came from, but I never forget the circle of people that are with me, because it's not about me, but it's about all the people around me that give me that drive and that energy to go out and do things. So I always say, even when you win an award, it's not about what you've done, but it's about the people that you have surrounded yourself with that made you get to that point.
That is a powerful saying. You are not your title, it's what you do with your title. Great summary.
Exactly, it is. And I thank the Global Trade Chamber for giving me an opportunity to have the show. You'll meet Maria, who's not only part of the chamber, but she's part of 100 Successful Women in Business. You'll love Maria. And Maria was the one who said to me, "You need to have your own television show." She said, "We're starting this platform here at the chamber." And I had thought about it, but I never really brought it to fruition. So it took somebody else to see the talents that I had to bring this. And, when people even ask me about the show, I say, "I'm just a host." She's the executive producer because she's the one who created the show, okay? And of course, we got Max sitting over here, does all the technical work. We got to give Max credit because...
Hey, Max!
Thank you.
That you'll meet Max too. You'll like Max. Max does all the setup. And in fact, you even heard me say on stage that it's one thing I don't like about the Academy Awards. When people go up and they get that Oscar, okay, they're going to thank the producer, their mother, their husband. Yes, that's very true. But they never thank the camera people or the people that are behind the scenes, because these are the people that make us or break us. We don't have a good photographer. We don't have a good camera person, a videographer. Where are we? We're nowhere. How do you get the word out?
It all ties into marketing. We need them for the content. And I'm actually going to start my journey soon as content creator. I'm getting into that photos and videos. So I'm great in front of the camera and behind the camera.
Yeah, you're very good with that. I know Ace Productions, you're very good with that. I saw that.
Thank
I
you.
saw when you were on the cruise ship before the pageant. I said, man, I said, I thought I could talk. I said, this girl can out-talk me. That's why.
I just love that. And I'm an on-air personality, so I live my life,
You're like me. I got that. You know, I always tell people I could be doubled up in pain, but there's a sense of humor that's going to come out about it. Okay? I said, and I always tell people, laughter is the best medicine. All right? You're not going to believe this, but there's an old-time variety show that comes on at 3 o'clock in the morning with all the old comedians and acts. I actually get up at 3 o'clock in the morning and watch this show for about a half hour because it makes me laugh, and then I go back to sleep. Because laughter is the best medicine. And for that half hour, I'm not thinking about anything else but being humorous. And I think that's what gets me through the day, that I've had that, I was able to laugh about something, you know? And this last, I would have to say this last year, I lost so many people close to me. And it made me realize that, you know what, live life to the fullest, because you never know when that last minute is.
That's true, and I want to add on to that because I lost a friend this year as well, and I just want to say to persons, if you're thinking about someone and you haven't contacted them in a while, or if you just, they ran across your mind, just send a message, you know, check in, give a call, because you never know if it's the universe just sending you that signal to say, hey, this could be the last time, as you said.
Exactly, because we just had a very good friend of ours that committed suicide about 2 weeks ago. And he had said, and my husband, you know, befriended him, and he really loved him because he was alone, and my husband kept in touch with him. And he was telling my husband, he said, if you don't hear from me in 3 days or over the weekend, he said, I'll be gone. And my husband couldn't understand why. And now Al is feeling bad because he said, maybe I should have called the authorities to got something. He said they got someone over there, because he tried to talk to him and tell him, no, don't be depressed or whatever. And unfortunately, he took an overdose of pills and he killed himself. But it made, and we went to his funeral the other day, and it made me realize there's so many people out there that are alone, and you just made a powerful statement, call someone, and people suffering from mental health. A lot of people don't realize that this mental health it's out there, okay? Whether you're young, middle-aged, or upper age, it's there.
And it doesn't show sometimes. We just need to dig in a little deeper to see the signs, but everyone is different. I feel like we need to grow a bond as a community so we can actually read each individual to see like when they have their triggers, past traumas, to understand each other, because understanding is key. It goes a long way. It goes a long way.
It does. It goes a long way. And but anyway, we've got about 5 minutes left, so we know you're going to be doing a lot of interviews, but tell our viewers what you have planned for the rest of the year with your title and anything you want to do.
Well, for the rest of the year, I will be leaving my mark on everybody, sharing my story, walking through, being that trailblazer, starting up organizations, events, helping those in need, persons who just need to be heard, helping them on their journey to success. And if they want to, you know, reach out to me for any advice, I'm here for them. And for the rest of the year, I would like to attend a lot of seminars, speaking, and encouraging others as well. With my platform, I am actually going to be in France on a billboard, and I'm just so excited to know that I'm traveling the world without actually having to leave my country at some point. You know, everything is being spread worldwide. The messages, they're being heard. I actually have a voice. I'm actually being seen this time. And with my platform, It's just unity. I can feel it. I can feel it.
Yes, and you know, I'm thinking about something. You have to send me a complete bio on you, because there is someone in the news media that I have to get that bio out to and let them know exactly what you are doing. Okay? This is something that the things that you're doing really need to be heard, how you're going to encourage young girls to start their journey, which is great, because I think more and more young women, if they could get into something like this, okay? In fact, I mentioned her, my old mentor, Tracy Kemble from the Mrs. Globe organization. She just came out with a video the other day, which I was watching. And she mentored some women, and she said, don't be afraid to get into pageantry. She said, because it's not just about walking that runway, but it's how you can change someone else's life. And I love that about her. And I always said, if it wasn't for her, I would have never had the doors opened into some of the things that I've done if I didn't take that next step and get into the Mrs. Globe organization. So I'm always very grateful for the things that she's done. But anyway, my dear, we got a real clear transmission this time. Everything looks great. This is
Final message. With the crown, I'm going to show everybody how we can turn our pain into power, and then turn our power into passion once again. Thank you, Alexandria Pinder, Miss International World.
I love that. Absolutely beautiful. So anyway, my dear, you're always welcome on the show. If you ever have any girls that you're mentoring and you want to bring on the show, you have an idea, let me know. You have an open book. You are always welcome to be here.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
All right, my dear. Thank you. And of course, we're going to see you very soon.
Yes, tell Mr. Al I said hi.
I will, and I'll give Max your regards.
Hi, Max.
Bye. Good show.
Have a good one, dear. Have a great weekend.
Thank you. Thank you.
Take care.
It's pure. It should cost $1 billion to look this good. But she